Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. The 1944 Lincoln wheat penny is more than just a piece of currency. It's a small but powerful emblem of American history, resilience, and craftsmanship. Its story is woven into the fabric of a nation recovering from the Great Depression and standing firm amidst the trials of World War II. This penny isn't just an ordinary coin, it carries a legacy of adaptability, innovation, and unity during one of the most pivotal times in the 20th century. In this detailed narrative, we'll explore the fascinating history of the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny, its design and minting, its appeal to collectors, and the remarkable fact that some versions of this coin can command an astonishing price of up to $200,000. Our journey begins in 1944, a time when the United States was fully entrenched in the efforts of World War II. The country was rallying together, with citizens and industries alike making sacrifices to support the war. This collective effort extended to the U.S. Mint, which had to adapt to the wartime demand for critical materials like copper. In fact, just 1 year earlier, in 1943, the Mint had made an unprecedented decision to temporarily replace copper pennies with zinc-coated steel pennies, freeing up copper for use in ammunition and other military supplies. These steel pennies were a remarkable innovation, but not without their challenges, including confusion with dimes and susceptibility to rust. By 1944, the Mint decided to return to using copper for pennies, but with a twist. The copper used wasn't newly mined but recycled from military shell casings. This unique composition gave the 1944 penny its nickname, the shell casing penny. This small adjustment reflects the ingenuity of the U.S. Mint during wartime, ensuring the continued production of pennies without compromising the war effort. The design of the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny is both iconic and timeless. On the obverse side, you'll find Victor David Brenner's celebrated portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, this design was revolutionary for its time, marking the first appearance of a real historical figure on a regular-issue U.S. coin. Lincoln's thoughtful gaze and stoic demeanor make this portrait a masterpiece of American numismatic art. Encircling Lincoln's profile are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1944. On the reverse side, the coin features the beloved wheat ears design, also created by Brenner. The simple yet elegant depiction of two stalks of wheat flanking the words, 1 cent, and United States of America, serves as a nod to the agricultural foundation of the United States. Above these elements, the phrase, E pluribus unum, reminds us of the nation's enduring motto, out of many, one. This reverse design would remain in use until 1959, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. The 1944 Lincoln wheat penny was struck at 3 major U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; and San Francisco, S Mint Mark. Together, these mints produced over 2 billion pennies, making the 1944 issue one of the most abundant in the series. However, despite the large mintage, the 1944 penny remains highly collectible, with certain variations and conditions elevating its value significantly. One of the reasons the 1944 penny holds such allure for collectors is its connection to the war effort. The use of recycled materials gives the coin a unique historical significance, symbolizing the nation's resourcefulness and determination. But beyond its historical context, the 1944 penny is also sought after for its rarity and beauty, especially in high grades. Coins in mint state, MS condition, with no signs of wear and strong luster, are particularly prized by numismatists. The grading scale for coins ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless example. A 1944 penny graded MS 67 or higher, especially with the original, red copper coloration, can fetch impressive sums at auction. Adding to the intrigue of the 1944 penny are rare error coins, which are anomalies created during the minting process. The most famous error associated with this coin is the 1944 steel penny. While the mint had returned to copper in 1944, a small number of steel planchets from 1943 were mistakenly used to strike pennies. These era coins are exceedingly rare, with only a handful known to exist. Their rarity and unique composition make them some of the most valuable pennies in U.S. history. In fact, a 1944 steel penny in pristine condition has been known to sell for over $200,000, making it a true treasure for collectors. Another noteworthy error is the 1944 D over S mint mark, where a Denver mint mark was stamped over a San Francisco mint mark. These coins are rarer than standard 1944 pennies and are highly coveted by collectors seeking unique pieces to add to their collections. The value of a 1944 Lincoln wheat penny can vary widely depending on its condition, mint mark, and whether it has any unique characteristics. A standard 1944 penny in circulated condition might be worth only a few cents to a few dollars. However, uncirculated examples with vibrant, red, luster, or rare era coins can command staggering prices at auction point. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1944 penny is its accessibility. While the rarest examples are worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, many 1944 pennies can still be found in pocket change, flea markets, or coin shops. For new collectors, discovering a 1944 penny can be a thrilling introduction to the world of numismatics. As we conclude this journey through the history and legacy of the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny, it's clear that this coin is more than just a small piece of metal. It's a testament to American resilience, ingenuity, and artistry. From its origins in the wartime mints to its status as a sought-after collectible, the 1944 penny is a reminder of the extraordinary stories that even the smallest objects can tell. So, what makes the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny so valuable? Its historical significance, unique composition, and potential for rare errors all contribute to its appeal. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual enthusiast, this penny offers a fascinating glimpse into the past and a chance to uncover hidden treasures. Top 2. The story of the 1949 Lincoln wheat penny is one of artistry, resilience, and the enduring legacy of a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny, a small and humble part of American currency. But dig deeper, and you'll uncover a rich narrative that spans decades, telling tales of post-war recovery, the artistry of coin design, and the thrill of rare collectibles. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey to explore the historical significance of the 1949 Lincoln wheat penny, its intricate design, its production process, its undeniable appeal to collectors, and its astonishing value that, in some cases, can reach a jaw-dropping $175,000. Imagine the year 1949. The United States had just emerged from the ravages of World War II, and the nation was stepping confidently into a period of economic growth and optimism. Families were settling into post-war life, and industries were booming. Coins, as always, were an integral part of everyday life, circulating through the hands of millions of Americans. Among these coins was the Lincoln wheat penny, a symbol of continuity and resilience in a rapidly changing world. The Lincoln wheat penny series, first introduced in 1909, was already a cornerstone of American coinage by 1949. Designed by the talented Victor David Brenner, this coin marked a revolutionary departure from previous designs by being the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, President Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's profile was chosen to honor the centennial of his birth, and the coin quickly became a beloved icon of American currency. On the obverse side of the 1949 penny, Brenner's timeless portrait of Lincoln takes center stage. His stoic expression, detailed features, and dignified pose embody the strength and integrity for which he is remembered. Surrounding Lincoln are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1949, all carefully arranged to create a harmonious and balanced design. The reverse side of the coin features the classic wheat ears design, a tribute to the agricultural roots of the United States. Two wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, while the phrase E pluribus unum above serves as a reminder of the country's unity and shared purpose. This simple yet elegant design remained in use until 1959, making it a nostalgic favorite among collectors. The 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, No mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. Each mint produced millions of these pennies, ensuring their availability for everyday transactions. However, not all 1949 pennies are created equal. Variations in minting quality, unique errors, and differences in preservation have made some examples far more valuable than others. For collectors, the condition of a coin is paramount. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better preservation and finer details. A coin in mint state, MS condition, especially with its original, red luster, is considered highly desirable. The luster, a shiny appearance caused by the coin's original copper composition, can fade over time, making well-preserved examples particularly rare. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny is the potential for minting errors, anomalies that occur during production and create unique variations. Some of the most sought-after errors include doubled die obverse. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing certain design elements to appear doubled. Collectors prize these coins for their rarity and the intriguing story behind their creation. Repunched mint marks, RPM. These coins feature a mint mark that was punched more than once, resulting in a noticeable overlapping effect. A 1949 D penny with an RPM is considered a valuable find. Off-center strikes. These coins were struck incorrectly, causing the design to appear shifted or incomplete. Off-center strikes are fascinating errors that attract both novice and experienced collectors. The allure of the 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny isn't limited to its design or errors. It's also deeply rooted in its historical context. As a coin minted during the late 1940s, it represents a period of transformation and optimism in the United States. The post-war years were marked by technological advancements, cultural shifts, and a renewed sense of hope, all of which are encapsulated in this small but significant piece of history. Now, let's address the question on every collector's mind: what makes the 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny worth $175,000? The answer lies in a combination of factors. First, the condition of the coin is critical. A 1949 penny graded MS-68 or higher, with its original red luster intact, is incredibly rare and highly sought after. Such coins are considered near-perfect examples of their kind, and their scarcity drives up their value. Second, the presence of unique errors or variations can significantly enhance a coin's worth. For example, a 1949 penny with a dramatic double die obverse or a rare RPM is a prized collectible that can fetch premium prices at auction. Finally, the historical and emotional appeal of the Lincoln Wheat penny series cannot be overstated. Collectors are drawn to these coins not just for their monetary value but for the stories they tell and the connections they create. One notable auction saw a 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny in pristine condition sell for a staggering $175,000. This extraordinary price reflects the coin's rarity, its impeccable preservation, and the enduring fascination it holds for collectors. As we wrap up this exploration of the 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny, it's clear that this coin is much more than a simple piece of copper. It's a symbol of resilience, artistry, and the enduring spirit of the American people. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, the 1949 penny offers a world of discovery and excitement. Top 3. The story of the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny is a journey through time, steeped in the history of mid-20th century America. It is more than just a coin, it is a piece of cultural and historical significance that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors worldwide. In this comprehensive exploration, we'll dive into the fascinating details of the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny, covering its historical backdrop, intricate design, minting process, and the factors that make it one of the most sought-after coins in the world today. Imagine America in 1957. The country was booming, fueled by post-war optimism and the promise of the American dream. Suburban neighborhoods were expanding, Elvis Presley was dominating the airwaves, and families gathered around black and white televisions to watch their favorite shows. Amid this backdrop of growth and innovation, the Lincoln Wheat penny continued to circulate in the pockets and purses of millions of Americans. Little did they know that some of these seemingly ordinary pennies would one day become treasures worth as much as $140,000. The Lincoln Wheat penny series, first introduced in 1909, was already a beloved part of American coinage by 1957. Designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the centennial of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the penny was a groundbreaking piece of currency. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, and its release marked a significant departure from the allegorical designs that had previously adorned American coins. On the obverse side of the 1957 penny, Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln commands attention. The detailed rendering of his profile, complete with his distinctive beard, exudes dignity and strength, embodying the ideals of leadership and perseverance. Surrounding Lincoln are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1957. This carefully arranged design has stood the test of time as a testament to both artistry and functionality. The reverse side of the coin is equally captivating. The wheat ears design, a staple of the Lincoln Wheat penny series, symbolizes the nation's agricultural heritage and hard-working spirit. Two wheat stalks frame the central inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, while the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, serves as a reminder of the country's unity. This design remained unchanged until 1959, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse, making the wheat pennies a nostalgic favorite for collectors. In 1957, the Lincoln Wheat penny was produced at two U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, and Denver, D Mint Mark. Together, these mints struck over 1 billion pennies, ensuring their availability for everyday use. While most of these pennies are not particularly rare, certain examples stand out due to their exceptional condition, unique errors, or historical significance. For collectors, the condition of a coin is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better preservation and finer details. A 1957 penny in mint state, MS condition, particularly one with its original, red luster, is highly prized. The luster, which gives the coin a shiny, coppery appearance, can fade over time due to oxidation or wear, making well-preserved examples especially valuable. Adding to the allure of the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny are the potential minting errors and variations. These errors, often the result of production mishaps, create unique coins that are highly sought after by collectors. Some notable errors include doubled die obverse. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is improperly aligned, resulting in a doubling effect on certain design elements. A 1957 penny with a double die obverse is a rare and exciting find. Repunched mint mark, RPM coins with this error feature a mint mark that was punched more than once, leading to an overlapping or misaligned appearance. A 1957 D penny with an RPM is a valuable addition to any collection. Off-center strikes. These coins were struck off-center, causing part of the design to be missing. Off-center strikes are fascinating anomalies that collectors love to acquire. The historical context of the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny adds another layer of intrigue. By the late 1950s, the United States was experiencing unprecedented economic growth and cultural change. The penny, a symbol of the nation's resilience and ingenuity, was a small but meaningful part of everyday life. From buying candy at the corner store to making change at the local diner, the Lincoln Wheat penny was a constant presence in the lives of ordinary Americans. Now, let's delve into the question that's on every collector's mind. Why is the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny worth $140,000? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. While billions of 1957 pennies were minted, only a small fraction have survived in pristine condition. Coins graded MS68 or higher, with their original red luster and no signs of wear, are exceptionally rare. These near-perfect examples command premium prices at auction. Additionally, coins with significant errors or unique characteristics can be worth even more. A 1957 penny with a dramatic double die obverse or a rare RPM can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, or more, depending on its appeal to collectors. Finally, the Lincoln Wheat Penny series holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Its timeless design, connection to Abraham Lincoln, and role in American history make it a perennial favorite. The demand for high-quality examples, combined with their limited availability, drives up their value. One extraordinary example of a 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny in mint state condition recently sold at auction for an astonishing $140,000. This record-breaking price reflects not only the coin's rarity and condition but also its enduring appeal as a symbol of American history and culture. As we conclude this deep dive into the 1957 Lincoln Wheat penny, it's clear that this humble coin is much more than a piece of copper. It's a window into the past, a work of art, and a treasured collectible. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey into the world of coins, the 1957 penny offers a wealth of discovery and excitement. Top 4. The 1971 Lincoln cent is a fascinating chapter in the history of American coinage, and in this video, we'll uncover its story in great detail. From its design to its minting history, and its eventual journey into the world of collectors, this seemingly simple penny holds much more than meets the eye. With a value of up to $80,000 for certain examples, the 1971 Lincoln cent is a prime example of how a coin's historical significance, rarity, and condition can elevate its value far beyond its face value. To understand the 1971 Lincoln cent, we first need to delve into the historical context of the time. The early 1970s was a transformative period for the United States, both politically and economically. The country was emerging from the tumult of the 1960s, a decade marked by social change, political unrest, and major civil rights movements. By 1971, the United States had begun to shift gears. The Vietnam War was still a major issue, but the country was also dealing with rising inflation and the end of the gold standard under President Richard Nixon. This was a time of uncertainty, yet the American economy was pushing forward, and the coinage of the country was part of this ongoing change. The Lincoln cent itself had been in circulation for over 6 decades by the time 1971 rolled around. Since its introduction in 1909, the Lincoln cent had undergone various changes. From its original wheat ears reverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, to the memorial reverse introduced in 1959, the penny had evolved along with the country. By 1971, the obverse had remained unchanged for many years. The design of the Lincoln cent, with its profile of Abraham Lincoln, was still the work of Brenner, who had created the image as a tribute to the 16th President of the United States. Lincoln's image was synonymous with the nation's values of freedom and unity, and it continued to grace the coin even in the 1970s. The 1971 Lincoln cent features a highly detailed portrait of President Lincoln on the obverse, with the inscription, "In God We Trust," above his head, and "Liberty" and the year 1971 beneath. On the reverse, the traditional memorial design was still in place, with the Lincoln Memorial depicted in great detail. This reverse design, introduced in 1959, depicted the structure in a way that emphasized the importance of Lincoln's legacy and the respect Americans had for him as a leader. Surrounding the memorial are the words, "United States of America," and 1 cent, as well as the phrase, "E pluribus unum." At the time of minting, the 1971 Lincoln cent was not considered rare. The U.S. Mint produced billions of them at its 2 primary facilities, Philadelphia and Denver, and they were distributed into circulation rapidly. However, it is the nuances of the minting process, as well as the unique qualities of certain coins, that would eventually elevate the 1971 Lincoln cent to its place among prized collectors' items. While most of the 1971 pennies that circulated were used in day-to-day transactions and spent their lives in pocket change, a smaller number of them were preserved in near-perfect or uncirculated condition. These coins, often carefully kept in coin collections or saved by collectors, would become the ones to watch in the future. In particular, pennies that were well preserved and graded at MS 67 or higher are considered especially valuable. The higher the grade, the more pristine the coin is, and the rarer it becomes. For the most part, the 1971 Lincoln cent is not a coin you would expect to see fetching an astronomical price. However, as we dive deeper into the story of the 1971 penny, we will see how certain factors like minting errors and specific grading can cause certain coins to shoot up in value. One of the most intriguing aspects of coin collecting is the discovery of minting errors, and the 1971 Lincoln cent is no exception. Minting errors can occur at various points in the production process, often as a result of machinery malfunctions, misaligned dies, or improper striking. These errors make coins unique and can dramatically increase their value. For the 1971 penny, some of the errors that collectors look for include double die obverse. DDO. A double die is an error where the coin has been struck with the same die more than once, resulting in a doubling of certain design elements. On the 1971 penny, this could appear in the inscriptions, Liberty, or In God We Trust, making these coins highly valuable to collectors. A well-struck double die error can easily command prices that exceed hundreds of dollars, with particularly notable examples reaching into the thousands. Off-center strikes. Off-center strikes are another common minting error. These coins are struck at an angle, causing part of the design to be missing or partially struck off the edge. While off-center strikes can be subtle or dramatic, any significant off-center penny from 1971 can be a unique and valuable find. Coins with a noticeable misalignment or dramatic off-center strike can be worth thousands of dollars to the right buyer. Repunched mint marks, RPM. Occasionally, the mint mark, the letter D or S, used to indicate where the coin was minted, can be punched onto the die more than once. This creates a repunched mint mark, RPM, which makes the coin even more interesting and valuable to collectors. The 1971 penny with an RPM is a rare find and could fetch several $1,000s at auction, depending on the severity of the error. These errors and anomalies are part of what makes coin collecting such an exciting hobby. Every coin has a story to tell, and the 1971 Lincoln cent is no different. What sets the 1971 penny apart from others is not only its historical connection to a pivotal time in America's past but also its potential to surprise collectors with its value. As with any coin, condition plays a critical role in determining the 1971 Lincoln cent's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A coin graded at MS 65 or higher is considered to be in mint state, meaning it shows no signs of wear and has been preserved in excellent condition. A 1971 penny in mint state 67 or higher, especially one with full, original luster and no significant blemishes, is worth far more than a typical circulated penny. It's the pristine examples, those that have never been in circulation or have been kept in excellent condition for decades, that can be worth a small fortune. A well-preserved 1971 Lincoln cent can reach values in the tens of thousands of dollars, particularly if it has an error or unique characteristic that sets it apart. In fact, one 1971 Lincoln cent recently sold for a staggering $80,000, proving that even a coin minted over 50 years ago can still command a remarkable price in the market today. The appeal of the 1971 Lincoln cent to collectors lies not only in the potential for rarity and minting errors but also in its symbolism. The Lincoln Memorial Reverse, which graced the penny from 1959 to 2008, is a symbol of unity and strength, representing the legacy of one of America's greatest presidents. For many collectors, owning a piece of this historical coinage, particularly a high-grade example or an era coin, is not only an investment but a way to connect with the past. Ultimately, the 1971 Lincoln cent is a great example of how a relatively common coin can become valuable over time. With the right combination of rarity, condition, and historical appeal, it is possible for a simple penny, once worth only 1 cent, to evolve into a treasure worth thousands, if not tens of thousands, of dollars. So, as you dig through your old change or browse through coin shops, keep an eye out for those 1971 pennies that seem ordinary at first glance. You never know, one of them might just be worth much more than you ever imagined. Whether it's a minting error, a high-grade example, or simply a penny that holds a special place in the history of American coinage. The 1971 Lincoln cent reminds us that treasures are often hidden in plain sight. Top 5. The 1974 Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but for collectors, it tells an intriguing story filled with history, subtle details, and surprising value. While many people are familiar with the Lincoln cent, the 1974 version, struck during a pivotal moment in U.S. history, holds particular significance for coin enthusiasts. In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating journey of the 1974 Lincoln penny, its design, its place in American numismatic history, and most importantly, how it can be worth a staggering $76,000 under the right conditions. Let's start by setting the scene with the historical context of 1974. The 1970s were a time of great social and economic change in America. The United States had just experienced the turmoil of the 1960s, a decade marked by civil rights struggles, the Vietnam War, and the rise of counterculture. By the early 1970s, the country was shifting gears as it dealt with both international and domestic challenges. Politically, President Richard Nixon was embroiled in the Watergate scandal, which would ultimately lead to his resignation in 1974. Economically, the U.S. faced rising inflation, energy crises, and the first signs of a looming recession. These turbulent times were reflected in the coinage of the period, as the country's coinage was adapted to match the changing economic environment. The 1974 Lincoln cent was part of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which had been introduced in 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The coin had gone through a series of design changes over the decades, with the most significant shift occurring in 1959. That year, the iconic Wheat Ears reverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial reverse, also designed by Brenner. This new design featured a detailed depiction of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with the words, E pluribus unum, United States of America, and 1 cent, surrounding the memorial. However, even though the reverse design was changed in 1959, the obverse of the coin, the side with Lincoln's portrait, remained virtually unchanged from its original 1909 design. This enduring image of Lincoln was a symbol of unity, perseverance, and freedom, and it continued to grace the coin well into the 1970s. On the obverse of the 1974 Lincoln cent, you can still see the full portrait of Lincoln, along with the inscriptions, In God We Trust, Liberty, and the year 1974. Now, let's talk about the production of the 1974 Lincoln cent. By the time the coin was minted, the U.S. Mint was already in full swing, producing millions of pennies each year to meet the country's demand for coinage. In 1974, pennies were minted in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and the coins were distributed to banks across the country. Unlike the more unique and rare coins that collectors often seek, the 1974 Lincoln cent was not considered rare or valuable upon its initial release. However, as time passed, certain factors, such as minting errors, the condition of the coins, and the growing interest in coin collecting, began to make some 1974 pennies more valuable than others. One key factor that affects the value of any coin is its condition. Coins that have been in circulation for years are often worn and damaged, which lowers their value. However, some 1974 Lincoln pennies were preserved in excellent condition, either by collectors or by chance. These coins, known as uncirculated coins, show no signs of wear, retaining all their original detail and luster. Mint state coins, graded from MS-60 to MS-70, are considered the most valuable, with MS-67 or higher being the ideal grade for collectors seeking a pristine example. In fact, high-grade 1974 Lincoln pennies can command impressive prices in the marketplace. A MS-67 or higher 1974 Lincoln cent can be worth thousands of dollars, and in some cases, even higher grades with special features or errors can fetch $76,000 or more at auction. But how does a 1974 penny become worth such a remarkable amount? Minting errors are a major factor in driving up the value of coins, and the 1974 Lincoln cent is no exception. Minting errors occur when a coin is struck improperly due to issues with the dies, the press, or other elements of the minting process. These errors make the coin unique and rare, and they are often highly sought after by collectors. Let's take a look at a few of the most notable errors found on the 1974 Lincoln cent. Double die obverse. DDO. A double die is one of the most sought-after errors in the world of coin collecting. This error occurs when the coin's die is misaligned and the design is struck more than once, resulting in a doubled image. For the 1974 Lincoln cent, the double die obverse can be seen in the date, or the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust. A well-defined double die error can add thousands of dollars to the value of a coin, and in some cases, double die errors on 1974 pennies have sold for over $50,000 or more, depending on the severity of the doubling and the coin's grade. Off-center strikes. Another type of error that can make a 1974 penny valuable is an off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be struck off-center. These coins can vary in how far off-center they are, and the more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. Off-center strikes are often highly collectible, and depending on the severity, a well-preserved off-center 1974 penny could be worth several $1,000s. Repunched mint marks, RPM. Sometimes the mint mark, the small letter indicating where the coin was minted, can be punched onto the die multiple times, resulting in a repunched mint mark. On the 1974 Lincoln cent, the D mint mark for the Denver Mint is often seen repunched, and coins with these errors are prized by collectors. A 1974 penny with a repunched mint mark in excellent condition can fetch a premium price. The rarity of these errors is part of what makes certain 1974 pennies so valuable. While most 1974 pennies are relatively common and not worth much more than face value, coins with significant minting errors are much rarer and in high demand. The demand for high-quality, error-filled coins is what drives up the prices at auctions, making a coin that originally cost only 1 cent potentially worth thousands of dollars. Another important aspect of the 1974 Lincoln cent's appeal to collectors is its connection to American history. Abraham Lincoln, whose portrait graces the obverse of the coin, was a figure who profoundly impacted the nation. As the president during the American Civil War, Lincoln is revered for his leadership and for his role in preserving the Union and ending slavery. His image on the coin symbolizes the nation's ideals of freedom and equality, and for many collectors, owning a Lincoln cent is a way to honor Lincoln's legacy. Coin collectors often look for pennies from specific years to complete their collections, and the 1974 Lincoln cent is a key part of many numismatic sets. As collectors look for well-preserved or error-filled 1974 pennies to add to their collections, the market for these coins has only grown. The 1974 penny, once a mere piece of pocket change, is now a symbol of the potential wealth that can be found in unexpected places. So, what does this all mean for you as a collector or investor? If you happen to find a 1974 Lincoln penny in your pocket change, it's worth taking a closer look. Whether it's an uncirculated coin with great detail, or an example with a minting error, the 1974 penny could potentially be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. With a price tag of $76,000 for certain error coins in top condition, the 1974 Lincoln cent proves that some pennies truly are worth more than their weight in gold. The story of the 1974 Lincoln penny reminds us of the incredible value that can be hidden in plain sight. Coins that were once considered common currency are now being sought after by collectors for their historical significance, design, and rarity. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning to explore the world of coin collecting, the 1974 Lincoln cent is a coin that should be on your radar, because you never know when you might find a treasure worth far more than 1 cent.